What's up, guys? It's your boy Gorilla Mike. Welcome to my, trending topics for June 26, 2019. What's in the news? So the first thing in the news is that your boy Jussie Smollett is back in the news. Apparently, the police, Chicago police, released the video of the initial, when they called 911 and they went to the apartment and everything. They saw everything. So Jussie's back in the news. I'm sure he's like, can I please put this behind me? So, the jury's still out, literally, on whether he did do it to himself. I guess with the new release of the new footage, I guess the police are really gonna go after him now a little bit. I don't know. Let's see how it develops. Anyway, let's talk about the video for a little bit, right? So, video starts out with the cops going into the condo building. They get met by his creative manager. What the fuck is a creative manager? Anyway, sounds like a freeloader. Anyway, so go in the elevator. The creative manager is talking about a little background or whatever's going on with the cops. The cops get up to the condo, and your boy Jussie's there with a rope around his neck, a thin white rope, right? Look like one of those when you get your kite caught in the tree and your line is hooked. Look like one of those, like somebody caught a kite around his neck. Anyway, and I'm like, first of all, didn't you give these dudes some money to go buy some supplies? The best rope they can find is some thin ass white rope. No self-respecting KKK Klansman, neo-Nazi, skinhead, no self-respecting racist would find themselves using a flimsy rope. What's the weight capacity for that rope? You hang somebody on a tree with that rope, it's gonna break, bro. I mean, you gotta do your tensile strength, man. You gotta check, you gotta do quality. Go on Amazon.com, find yourself a good quality rope. Order it. Guess what? Amazon delivers, man. You should have ordered all of that stuff up front. Maybe not the bleach. I don't know if they deliver bleach, but certainly the rope. You should have ordered a good quality rope, nice and thick. We see in the movies. We see what the ropes look like, what the racists use. They're thick, man. Thick like your forearm thick. And this dude got a little string, look like a G-string, right? Anyway, Jussie, the video came out. You're looking terrible in the video, man. You got the rope around your neck. The police come. The police are like, "Hey, man, do you want to take it off? I mean, you just posing with like it's carnival or something. You just got that's what's. Hey, Halloween, boys and girls. This Halloween, if you don't have an idea for what to go as, just put a little rope around your neck. Goes Jussie, right? So anyway, so Jussie looks like the story's back in the news. So I know he probably wanted to forget about it, but it's back. It's back. So little shitty rope. Your shitty interview with the cops. The cops looked a little suspicious in terms of they're looking at you like, what the hell is this dude doing with a rope around his neck, right? And then you got the bleach. So you got the bleach, you got the rope. Then you got the Nigerian fellas. I done told you about the Nigerian fellas already, right? So, man, they're gonna squeal on you. So, Jussie, I don't know what's gonna happen to you, man. You're gonna be doing a lot of community service. I hope you don't find your ass behind bars, right? Because this ain't Empire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fresh fish on the line. They're gonna sort you out in jail, man. So, hey, man, good luck. I hope you got a good lawyer, but it doesn't look too good with Jussie back in the news and this new video. By the way, I'm gonna put a link to the video in the description. So if you want to check out the video, check out the description and check out the link. Anyway, what else is going on? Not much going on in the news since yesterday's topics. Still a lot of politics going on. I don't like to talk about Donald Trump and some of the things that's going on in the news over there in terms of like, what's going on with the kids at the border. I don't want to get into because I don't want to be mad and I don't want to be sad. I want to just bring out, talk about good things going on in the world. I want to celebrate. I want to have a good conversation with you guys. I want to give you guys some inspiration, just make you laugh, make you think. But some of the topics that goes on in the news, I don't want to really touch sometimes because it's gonna make me upset. And so I hope they take care of the kids at the border. For kids to be coming over and looking for a better life, no matter what you think about their how they did it, their children. Take care of the kids, man. Give them. I'm so pissed off by it, right? Send them to people who will care for them. You're putting them in concentration camps, right? You're not giving them soap, toothbrush, blankets, medicine. It's a violation of human rights. Anyway, man. Anyway, that's what's going on in the news, and I hope they get it resolved. I hope the good people do something about it, and they put pressure on the border authorities and Trump and the White House and the administration and the Republicans and get this thing taken care of, man. Regardless of what you think about immigration and immigration policy, no way that kids should be locked up, in concentration camps under the conditions. We don't even treat our enemies, our prisoners of war that way, right? So hope they fix it. Yeah, guys, so another thing that's going on this week, of course, is the NBA free agency. It starts on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A lot of moves going on this NBA offseason. So I want to talk about some of those moves and where I think my advice, whatever that's worth, and where I think some of these guys are headed, where I think they should go, where I think they're going to end up being by the start of the season. Anyway, so let's start with KD. Kevin Durant went down, of course, in the playoffs with a ruptured Achilles. So my advice to KD, he's got two viable options. Of course, everybody wants him, but he's got Golden State. So what Golden State is offering him is to re-sign with them on a 5-year max deal, super max deal, right? He gets all his money. They'll give him, of course, 1 year to recoup, to heal, and then at the end of the 2020 season, he can then ask for a trade, and Golden State will be willing to work with him to get it to trade him to a team of his choosing. In that way, KD gets his money, he gets his 1 year rehab. He gets to go wherever he wants to go in a trade, and then of course Golden State gets some assets back for that trade, right? Win-win for everybody. That's what I think he should do. The other option he's having is, of course, New York, either the Nets or the Knicks. So what I want to tell KD, of course, he should be knowing this already, is that you're thinking about a legacy now. At your stage of your career, you're thinking about a legacy. You want your number retired somewhere, right? You already won championships. You got your 2 championships under your belt. You got your MVP. You've accomplished everything you need to accomplish in the NBA, even if you retire now. So where is your number going to be retired? Of course, if you choose to stay in Golden State for the rest of your career, your number's going to automatically get retired there, right? Now, if you choose to leave Golden State, you got to think about that. You're gonna have to start building your legacy in terms of championships, right? So you're gonna have to win a championship somewhere else. Now, how viable is that in either places in New York? Are you going to be able to win a championship anytime soon with the Nets? Are you going to be able to win a championship anytime soon with the Knicks? History says no, because the Knicks, they sucked for decades, right? And the Nets, they're a relatively new team, but they're going on the right track, but who knows when their timeline is for winning a championship. So the Knicks is a good option. Of course, you got all the money. They're going to give you all the money. They got the highest salary cap room in the league with $70 million. So they can give you all the money that you want. You can rehab there, of course. Then you're going to have to build again, right? So we don't know how you're going to get back, right? So if you stay with Golden State, you got some great assets around you. You got some great pieces around you already, right? So the pressure's not on you, right? So even if you come back less than what you were before when you got injured, with the Achilles tendon, it's the worst injury to have, and try to come back to be 100%. So if you stay in Golden State, you don't have to come back and be 100%. You got enough people around you to sort of help you to get back into the way you were, right? So you can heal a lot longer within Golden State. If you go to New York, man, as soon as you get your money, as soon as you get off of that 1 year recovery, you're gonna be in a hot seat again, right? You're gonna have to be winning a championship, and that's when the pressure comes in, right? So my advice is to you: stay in Golden State, take the 5-year deal with the option to get traded next year. If you're gonna leave, yes, go to the Knicks, but once again, you're gonna have to think about getting your number retired. To get your number retired in New York, because you have no collateral there, you're gonna have to win a championship, right? You're gonna have to kick ass, win a championship with nobody around you, right? They just got RJ Barrett, but he's a rookie, so we don't even know what he's gonna do, right? So safe option: stay your ass in Golden State, sign a 5-year deal with the option to get traded next year. Okay. Kawhi Leonard, man. So he also got 2 options, right? Of course, he won a championship with Toronto this year, so he's got the option to stay with them. So once again, Kawhi and KD are on the same level in terms of talking about legacy. They've won championships, they've won MVPs. Now we talk about a legacy. Where's your number going to get retired, right? So if he stays in Toronto for the rest of his career, and this is what my advice to Kawhi would be: is wherever you go, whether it's LA, whether it's Toronto, stay in Toronto. Think about staying there for the rest of your career. Think in your back of your head, it's like, wherever I sign next, I want to stay there. And if at the end of that contract, I have the option to retire, and my number will be retired as well, right? So with Toronto, you got your championship ring already, so that's set. If you choose a long-term deal with them, you're gonna get your number retired at the end of your career in Toronto. Now, compare that, having your number retired in Toronto and getting all the money over there, to going back to LA, your hometown, the Clippers, and working on building your legacy there. Of course, you'll have to start again and try to build win a championship there, but you're going into a very good situation. So what better to your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids, when you're long gone, for them to be able to walk into your hometown arena and see your number retired in your hometown, right? It's a lot different than having your number retired in a city far away versus having your number retired in your hometown, right? So my advice to Kawhi would be, go to the Clippers, man. Go to your hometown team, work on getting your number retired, work on building the championship over there, right? So, Kyrie, I don't give a shit about Kyrie. I don't like Kyrie. I don't really give a shit where he goes. He can go to hell if, for all I care. He was with the Cleveland before LeBron. Didn't win anything there. Individual talent, perfect, but no team victories. LeBron came, took them to the finals, won them a championship. The next year after winning a championship, old Kyrie is one. He wants to be out. He wants his own team, right? Requests to get traded, gets traded to Boston. He's out. He's out of Cleveland. What did he do in Boston? Nothing. He got in the first year he got injured. The team went far. This year he's working. He didn't get injured. The team was not that successful. There's complaints about him. No leadership. His attitude, his body language, everything on the court and off the court is just terrible. His teammates don't like him. He's just a prima donna, man. So it's like, if he goes to the Nets. He's trying to court KD to go with the Nets. KD, if you're listening, why you want to go with Kyrie and play with Kyrie? Kyrie is Russell Westbrook. You left Oklahoma because he could not play with Russell because Russell's selfish. He's a ball hog. He's ball dominant. It's all about him. What do you think Kyrie is? So do not, my advice to KD will do not go anywhere where Kyrie is going. He's a bum. He's an individual talent, but I think he is injury prone. I think he's got some serious personality issues. He has no leadership skills. And wherever he's going to go, have fun. You're not going to get your number retired. You'll never win another championship. Nobody's going to like you. Kyrie, kiss my ass. We talk about Klay. So Klay Thompson, of course, he's going to resign with Golden State. No doubt about it. Of course, he's getting interviewed. He's going to take some interviews from some other teams. I just read that he's going to take some meetings with the Clippers. That's cool. It's no point. There's no harm in window shopping or trying to make your team jealous. It's like, sometimes, some of you girls are out there, you're with your boyfriend, but your boyfriend may be not paying attention to you. So you know what? You're going to put on your sexy skirt, your sexy dress, and you're going to go out into town with your girls. And then you're going to get some looks and some winks and some, whistles. And that doesn't mean you're leaving your boyfriend. That just means that, you want to make him a little bit jealous. So Klay, go ahead, make Golden State Warriors, the Warriors jealous. They're going to give you money. They should. If they don't, something's wrong with them. You and Steph will go down in history as the greatest backcourt ever to play the game, the greatest shooting backcourt already. So, you guys just play off each other. You just have such great team chemistry. You guys are like brothers. You know each other. So, Klay, stay your ass in Golden State. Rehab this year. Come back strong for the playoffs next year. Hopefully, Steph and the boys will be able to take you to the playoffs, take the team to the playoffs, at least a playoff berth, and then you were able to come back maybe February, and then right in time for the playoffs, right? So, Klay, stay your ass in Golden State. They're going to give you all the money that you need. No problem. My boy Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy, I got an idea for you, Jimmy. Jimmy, take your ass to LA Clippers with Kawhi, right? So you and Kawhi, to me, those guys fit each other so perfectly because they got the same mentality, the same type of work ethic. They're hard workers. They're not in it for the money and the glitz and the glamour. They're in it just to win ball games, right? So it's like both of them, they weren't, they didn't come off with high draft pick. They weren't drafted high in the lotto, the draft lottery. Came from small schools. Worked hard, was in the gym every day, worked and got to a level where, they're now considered top guys in the NBA, top 10 maybe in the NBA. Certainly Kawhi. But I think Jimmy and Kawhi's game, picture this, you got Jimmy Butler, your shooting guard, defensive player, fourth quarter, marksman. He's going to shut it down for the fourth quarter. Then you got Kawhi. Kawhi can take you for the first three quarters. He's always got some problems with some injury problems in there. So you got Jimmy there to close the deal, right? So Kawhi can bring the team to the third quarter, keep him closer, keep him ahead, and then Jimmy just shuts them down in the fourth quarter. These guys, with Kawhi running the small forward, Jimmy running as a shooting guard. Great core, great foundation for a championship team, right? So Jimmy, take your ass to LA, get your money, partner with Kawhi, and win some championships over there, right? Plus, it's Hollywood, bro. So I know you're close friends with Mark Wahlberg, so you guys can do a lot of projects over there. You can put some money in, produce some films, some television shows or whatever. So you can take a big bite out of that Hollywood apple if you get to the Clippers, right? So Jimmy, get over to the Clippers with Kawhi. Last big name on the list, I think, is Kemba. Kemba, simple advice, just stay your ass in Charlotte with Michael Jordan. Finish your career there. You're going to get all the money that you need. You're going to get the biggest contract that you can get. I don't think they're going to pay you more elsewhere. You're gonna get less, obviously, because of this, the salary cap regulations or whatever. But finish your champ. You started in Charlotte. Finish your championship in Charlotte. Get your long-term deal. Get your max money. Finish with there. Let them build a team around you. You're already the core guy there. Michael Jordan's there. It's your team, bro. So, once again, legacy. Get your number retired in Charlotte. Okay. So basically, that's it for the NBA free agency. Right. So last thing I want to talk about is just to pay a little tribute to Anthony Bourdain. His birthday was yesterday, June 25th. So I want to wish Anthony Bourdain happy birthday. He passed away last year, June 8th. So it's 1 year ago he passed away. So, the world continues to miss him. The world continues to be influenced by him. I know I'm personally influenced by him, just doing my YouTube channel and just remembering how I felt when I looked at No Reservations, when I discovered that show so many years ago, and it was just a transcendent show. This high quality, high class, world class chef leaving the fancy restaurants of New York and these places and going down and going street level and focusing on street food and mom and grandma's recipes and soul food and those things that are so contrasting to what we think is gourmet cuisine, right? So, Anthony really helped us to, sort of like notice the bullshit, recognize the bullshit, that here it is that in these fancy restaurants, people are paying so much money, whereas they don't even, the best type of food and in terms of exploration and discovery are just around the corner. In your local street food, or your mom's recipes, or your grandma's recipes, or some restaurant that's run by a family and they're cooking family recipes. That's the real food. That's the soul food. And Anthony was able to remind us of that and give us a glimpse of what a chef thinks and how we can bridge those type of things. What he did was like bridge his world, his expertise in terms of the culinary arts, and he applied it to philosophy and to life. And his show No Reservations, for example, was about food and traveling, but it was about the human condition. It was about the human species and what is our commonality, right? So a lot of it was like he traveled all over the world, but it was the same when we sat down to eat together. It's like, food brings us together. Food helps us to break down barriers and to learn about each other. And when we eat, we are comfortable and we are happy and we share, and the best of human nature comes out when we are together and we're eating, right? So I want to just pay some tribute to Anthony Bourdain on the 1 year anniversary of his death and on his birthday as well, his celebration of his birthday. So the life and legacy of Anthony Bourdain continues to reverberate and to echo to the world and inspires us every day, especially, people like me that's trying to build our own brand and sort of have something to say and have people care about what we have to say. So Anthony, we miss you. I know you're looking down on us and probably got your palm in to your head and like, oh, what the hell are they doing? Thank God I left, right? So, and to those going through some depression and problems, personal problems, right? It's not the end of the world. Find somebody to talk to. Remember, life is ups and downs, right? We go through things every day, every week, every month, every year, right? So whatever's going wrong in your life now, it'll improve, it'll fix. Time, even if you just leave it to time is the ultimate, equalizer. There's an old Chinese saying, if you stand by the bank of the river long enough, the body of your enemies will float by. Meaning that time is always on your side. So if you're going through problems in life, just stop, calm down, give it some time, things will get better, right? So that's it for me. June 26th, some of the things that I wanted to talk about. So just wanted to remind you, check back daily for some new videos about things that's going on in the news. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that little notification button so you can get notified when I launch a new video. Don't forget to like and share if you like or you want to share. So it's up to you. Anyway, it's your boy Gorilla Mike for June 26th, some of the topics I want to talk about. So today's Wednesday, so happy hump day. I hope you had a good, productive first half of the week. I hope you get through your hump day with some positive attitudes, and then Thursday, Friday, getting ready for the weekend. I wish you the best of luck for the rest of your week. Work hard, but more importantly, work smart. I hope all your dreams come true. I hope you're helping people. I hope you're motivating people and inspiring people. And, this is your boy Gorilla Mike. See you tomorrow. Peace out.